I feel like I've improved in the last few weeks. What do you think?
Absolutely, dude.
Like, I feel that way speaking right now because I feel like much more connected to my body.
Let's double check.
Girl, I wanna be with you all the time. Girl, I wanna be with you all of the time.
We're rolling. 10 We're good. We're on all three.
10 p.m.
Yeah, we're good. We're going.
Hey y'all, welcome to the 11th episode of my podcast, Alex's Alien Awakenings, and we are live right now. So, I talk about wanted to talk about some things tonight. The first thing is I realized I was sort of hit with this feeling of shock. Like, is this too good to be true? Kind of feeling. I discovered I got a confirmation email about Spotify from Amuse where I submit my music when I release it, and it said that my song "We Live in a UFO" got position number two in the Indie Arsenal playlist. I believe that's what it's called. And then there's this other playlist. It's like some other indie genre playlist. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it was like number 22 or 23. But anyways, I am kind of I've always kind of felt like I've had to juggle these feelings of like excitement, of these feelings of self-achievement and feelings of being accomplished, these feelings of pride. Somehow they seem like they shouldn't be there for an artist, but also at the same time, when they're there, you can't really push them away, can you? So, today I'm trying to remind myself that, well, I guess for some reason it was meant to happen. I guess so be it. Huh, wow. I thought I was going to go off into a million tangents there, but somehow I didn't. I think I answered my own question. You just gotta let it be, as a famous person said. So now, I, what I just said right here, right now, is actually, I think, related to an original song that is releasing at midnight tonight. The song is called Nobody, and, you know, to me, it's a very nonconformist song. I'm a very nonconformist person, and I say that because so much of these conformist trends in pop culture, to me, like actually deeply clash with my spirit. So I feel like I have to do something totally different, and that's how I took up the alien image in persona in a way. I think David Bowie. Well, I know David Bowie was like that too, and that's what we have in common is we're kind of like outsiders, uh, peering down from the earth. He David Bowie is the Ziggy Stardust. I am my own Ziggy Stardust, and that's what I'm trying to create for myself. The Ziggy Stardust as a straight male. um, where am I going with this? What was I gonna say? Uh, the aliens are taking my brains away right now because I can't think. Does that ever happen to you, John? Do the aliens ever take your brain away? Or
No. Let me just get the mic. Yeah.
No, they don't. I am the voice of Alex's conscience, by the way. Um, the aliens, otherwise known as Alex's crazy thoughts.
John
Oh.
is speaking my mind right now. I'm yelling because.
Yes. It is the aliens. Would you like to elaborate, Mr. Bozart?
Yeah. Well, so the aliens can plant thoughts into your brain, and then they can also take them all away, I think. And then you just kind of like you're dead for a minute. But that's okay. Because we're like, even though we're all alive, we're sometimes more alive than others. Like right now, I'm getting more alive. I keep forgetting the camera's right here because the aliens are like all over. The aliens are like up there. They're over there. They're over there. They're over there on the ground. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just making a fool of myself. Anyways. So, actually, I'm going to get off topic because I'm actually looking for a bassist and guitarist for a show I'm doing on May 1st at a arts club I belong to called The Players. I'm pitching a record label that I'm building. It's called Claustrophobic World Productions, and I'm going to show y'all my original music that will inspire other artists to create theirs as well and be passionate about it and excited regardless of their talent, skill level, and ability. So that's what we're doing right now. Anyways, does anyone like want to? So my friend John, who is not in this video at the moment, is seeing my computer and reading comments. So I'm gonna say like, does anyone here want to ask me any questions, and John will feed the questions to me, and I will answer you. Comment questions, anyone? If not, that's okay.
Healthy, wealthy, divine society said we are the aliens
We are the aliens.
on Instagram
Yes.
and on TikTok. Still waiting for some comments. Same with OBS. So yeah, just keep going, man. I'll let you know if there's anything.
Yes. So, um, speaking of aliens, one of my ambitions tonight is to. I don't know if it's gonna happen because I honestly might be tired after this, drained from the aliens. The song I actually wrote is called Alien Goop. Well, I'm writing it still. I wrote the lyrics. I'm pretty sure I read them for you last time. They're like almost there, I think. But it's just one of those like wacky songs for the listener, really. I remember when I was a kid, I used to like be my dad used to like say I do weird science. Cuz like I used to do that too. I used to like think about all the weirdest concoctions you can make. And I'm probably going to do that with Alien Goop. That's kind of like the point of it, I guess. It's just like the idea of like, experimentation with weird, wacky liquid substances, concoctions. I used to actually like mix like milk and disgusting shit like milk, orange juice. Not actual. I said shit, but I didn't actually shit. Well, no, I yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the aliens. But I used to like find all weird shit to like mix together. It'd be something like orange juice, like Coca-Cola. I'm just like very curious about everything there's to be curious about. So I just like mix all kind of weird shit together and then just sometimes taste it. I was just like weird that way. I think I discovered that like orange juice and milk like actually like fuck up your insides. So I don't do that. But I think I tried it once. I definitely tried it. It was not pleasant. But like how would you know if you didn't try? But anyways, so the aliens are eating our brains and they're yeah. Now I've lost my thoughts because they took them all away. But my song Nobody is releasing tomorrow at midnight. Can't think of anything to say right now. So I'm just gonna stare into your souls until one of you feels uncomfortable and has a heart attack. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. But you know, um,
About your experience with that other guy
with who?
here earlier. With the guy who was here earlier.
Oh yeah, what's the name?
I forget his name.
Okay, so there was an incredible singer songwriter that came in today, not too long ago, and it almost made me cry. I honestly like. I honestly feel like I'm doing him a disservice right now by being so Casey Johnson. I honestly feel like I'm making a fool out of myself for him right now because the performance was so emotional, and he sang a song about um his father, his house burnt down, and then he left the house and there was nowhere to go, and then his father overdosed on drugs, right, John? That's yeah, it's a really sad story. Um, but the performance was just I was sitting there, I watched the whole thing happen, I watched it take place, and it was so like raw, so live. I really felt like I was listening to it like on record as it was being recorded. Like that's how pristine and like lively it was. The Odd Brothers Studios is where I am right now, and you know anyone's welcome to come in here, join me on a mic in this podcast anytime, and talk about whatever they want. Um,
Balm Studio, New York City, did this emoji.
Yo Balm Studio. uh, my friend doesn't have a mic right now, and he's feeding me your comments.
So, okay, keep going.
I have like I kind of these last few days had I think the most amount of Alien Awakenings in the shortest amount of time. I think I've actually written probably like at least 5 or 6 or more uh pages of lyrics, like two different tunes that I've yet to like go to my instrument and like try to find the right harmonies and melodies that suit the tone of what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I shared with y'all last time, but I'm trying to write a song actually. I have the title. It's the title. I'm set with it already, and it's called. I actually don't know if I want it to be plural or singular. I take that back. I'm not actually set on it yet. It's called Alien Spaghetti Cyber Wars, or it's going to be Alien Spaghetti Cyber War. And it's just like one of those. It's kind of going to be. It's going to be like a song that's like a sci-fi, just total whack job idea. Like we live in a UFO. I kind of like am imagining aliens having food fights, like particularly with spaghetti and like sauce, and I don't know why, but that like the idea of like aliens in like spaghetti and sauce somehow like creates it just feels like the perfect like like whack job story. It I mean, so that's what I'm trying to chase cuz this album is called Gems of the Galaxy. So you got to have like to me it's kind of like duality. Like you got to have like you got to like mind fuck people a little bit. Like didn't you say John that like you got mind fuck a little in your songs like right? Like you want to mind fuck everyone on YouTube right now?
Prepare your minds. Yeah, no, when we're When you write music, one of the phenomenons that I would love to essentially talk about or think about really is when you're in the zone and you just start playing a riff or any sort of musical instrument. You know, you could mouth the sounds that you kind of want the lyrics to sound like, and sometimes you kind of just have the song come out. Like Paul McCartney once said, he didn't write the songs that the Beatles released. It was more so that the songs just came to him through the process of actually thinking about how to make the song come together. So I would definitely say a good trick to do with this is take 3 pages out of a notebook every day, or take 3 pages and write down every thought that comes to mind in the morning. And when you clear your mind in the morning by putting them on the pages, you then pick up a guitar, pick up whatever instrument you play or piano, start putting chords down, and then start making noises as to what notes or sounds you'd want the lyrics to sound like along those chords. And you never know, maybe you might get a word out of that that might turn into something even crazier.
Yeah, that's really interesting, John. So John was saying that you write down your thoughts like in the morning throughout the day, and then you just like find something interesting there. Now that I think about it, that's kind of like what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing this podcast. Actually, like a big reason why I'm doing it is because like I just the idea. Well, I'm getting off topic, but to go back a little bit, I am gonna like watch all these and look back and be like, wow, I think I'm a genius now. And I'll like have an idea, and then I'll like, because I said one sentence or whatever, and it'll just like blossom into something like just like in a heartbeat, or like when it happens in a heartbeat, which has been happening lately, it just feels so satisfying. So, and I'm trying to keep like allowing that process to happen. So I'm gonna try what John said, because I actually haven't. I don't think I've really done that on my own. Really, I haven't taken that approach. Because for me, what it is, it's like, shit. I need to control my emotions right now. I need to like, you know, I actually, that's what it was. These last few days, I was like, I gotta, control myself right now. So I'm going straight to my like notes on my phone. I prefer to write pen to paper because it actually feels like you're making more of the mind to body connection. Because the technology is the aliens, and the aliens are taking us, eating our brains. Just kidding. Well, yes and no. It's all shades of gray though. But so there we are right now with that. How long have we been going, John?
We've been going for 18 minutes.
18 minutes? I guess I'll go for maybe 5 or 10 more minutes or whatever. After this,
Aliens revealed.
after this, I'm actually going to. I'm really excited about Alien Goop. I want to do that. I'm really excited to like actually write like. It's so funny to me. I like why this is. It's like I don't know why this is for me, but like I just know Alien Spaghetti Cyber War or Wars, like that title, that's the title, because I'm actually seeing. Actually, I know why now, because I see in context the album finished, and then the track listings, and then the actual general like sound, like idea. I realize that like my album so far, it's a we live in UFOs, like it's whack all the way. It's like very whack. Needs a little more. There needs to be a little bit more of a whack factor on it. There's not enough of it, even though there definitely is some. Because one of my songs I'm putting out is like very sensitive. It's about a girl who I really care about. It's kind of like the song is called Sponge. well, it kind of like it references an ex-girlfriend, actually, who I just saw a little bit, like very like abstractly, kind of. But like what it is actually for me is the idea that we're like so sensitive creatures that we just like um kind of lose our sense of self when we're like so, we're so pulled to other people. So yeah, but then the aliens can take us away from it all. um Anyone have any questions? What time? How long have we been going for?
We've been going for, let's see, 20 minutes.
We got a little more. So I think I think I'm just gonna sit here for a minute and just tell myself one thing that my vocal coach like has reminded me of, and I'm always trying to remind myself of this too, and that is that I give myself all the permission in the world to sit and take my time and allow whatever thoughts I have in my head to bring themselves to the surface. And it's okay if you're totally silent. This is actually funny because I actually thought that I was going to be totally silent, but I'm not. Now I want to like talk about the silence because listen to this. I'm actually just going to sit and listen. I like to think of this as conscious control. If you ever seen the movie Space Oddity, there's a scene where they're like, "Are you there, David? Are you there, David?" And he's somehow lost and taken away by the aliens. But he can't come down to Earth because he can't relate to his own species. So we are the aliens. We are the aliens. We are the aliens. Yes, we are the aliens. And we're going to wrap it up now. It was great having you all again tonight. Thank you for tuning in. And don't close out right away. I want to see the analytics. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the 11th episode of Alex's Alien Awakenings. Now I'm going to let John say it.
Alex's Alien
Awakenings. Alex's
Alien
Awakenings. Good night. Thank you.